like sugar on my tongue.
I'm not trying to jump scare you guys. This is just how my 37-year-old face looks like without makeup. And honestly, dare I say, it looks good. And so do you. But I'm gonna hold your hand and teach you step by step how to achieve this look. First step, hydration. I'm gonna use this mist. I don't want to be putting my fingers all over my face. Spray mist is the way to go. And let that sit for a bit. I'm gonna go in with 2 different shades of foundation. If you picture your face as an egg, I love that analogy. The lighter foundation goes on the inner circle, and the darker shade goes on the outer oval. Don't use a dry sponge. We are gonna be wetting it with the serum spray like you did earlier. Now you can start slapping your face. Next, we're gonna go in with our blush, highlighter, and bronzer. We're just gonna pop this on the areas of our faces where it's naturally a little darker. Blush. For this look, you wanna be putting blush on the upper parts of your eyelids too, and even a little bit on top of your eyebrows and on your chin. Oh, and the nose. This is a new bronzer I got, and then we're just gonna start blending. We wanna be appearing we actually spent the summer outdoors enjoying the sun instead of just being at home curling up like a shrimp in front of the TV. I'm gonna add on a little bit more bronzer and blush to the midsection of my face to mimic that sun exposure look. Contour and highlight. Skip this step if you have awesome bone structure, but in case you don't, we're gonna be faking our bones. Setting spray to set all the liquids and creams. About that much. Very important, a layer of powder over your brows before you start filling them in. So much easier to draw on your brows when they're dry. Really bushy eyebrows in a way that my mom never gave me. So we're also going to fake that. This is a liquid eyebrow pen that mimics the strokes of your eyebrows. You want these eyebrow strokes to go upwards, and we're gonna fill in. By the time you're done with your brows, your setting spray will be dry all the way, so now it's time to go in with a powder. And this is how we get the most flawless base, my skin, but better. A medium light color for your whole lid. Darker color for the corners, bottom lash line. I cannot stress this part enough, but you need YesStyle for this look. A pinkish shade right underneath your eyes. I'm gonna do this part fast so you guys don't have to watch 27 hours of footage. But I have a very detailed tutorial on how to do your YesStyle pinned on my Reels page right here. Next step, we're gonna fake having full voluminous lashes. Place the falsie in the middle, right on top of your iris pupil. This is going to be your anchor point. Your second point of contact will be your inner corners, and you want to make sure that the lashes are going upwards from the sides and not straight down. Last point of contact, the end. You want to make sure that it's not touching your own lash line. I'm sorry for yelling at you. You want to make it a little bit more lifted and higher than your own lash line. This is where my own lash line is, and this is where I'm playing the outer corner of the falsie. And you're going to fill in the gap with a liquid eyeliner. We're going to do a winged liner. Time to fake our lower lashes. Look at the difference. Opening up the corners of our eyes. What are we faking next, guys? Eyeballs. A nude lip. They love their glosses. Bonus points if it's a plumping gloss, because they also love their lips huge. I feel like the midsection is not sun-kissed enough, so yes, we are going to be adding more blush and bronzer. Make sure to blend the bronzer into your hairline so you don't get like a harsh division between your hair and your face. And if you make a mistake anywhere, this is a matte highlighter. Take a little bit. I feel like over here the blush placement is a little too low, so I'm just gonna take a little bit and erase it away. Almost there. The last step is non-negotiable. We're gonna be adding on freckles. You want to use something that has 2 different shades of brown, because natural freckles are not the same color and size. So I'm just gonna go in first with the darker one, this tiny Q-tip, and just mark the placement where I want the overall area to be. And then I'm gonna go in with a lighter color. And once you're happy with everything, we're gonna go with a powder. As someone with extremely oily skin, I have used so many different loose powders. This is the one that I will repurchase again and again. It's the only one that can hold my makeup in place without everything slipping and sliding, even with my oil production throughout the day.